Sio Otisnali Wado. Hello, good morning. Thank you for watching. Just got inside from dealing with pot and soul, and I've just been thinking about a lot. I'm sure everyone has. But I mean, a lot of questions, right? I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's freaking crazy, right? Crazy town banana pants. But if you think about it, it's been happening for a long time. Unfortunately, even in the movies and TV shows, books, songs, whatever it is, if it's not with fists, it's with something more permanent. And even fists can be permanent, right? For words, you know. What'd you say about my mama? You know what I mean? Like, jumping all over people for words. So I was thinking, for just a split moment, I mean, millisecond, right? I thought, oh geez, let me pull my Trump sign out of the front yard. Let me take down my stuff in support of whatever. And I was like, what am I talking about? No, that's exactly what the point is trying to be made as far as anything goes with anybody who has those beliefs. Businesses being ruined, livelihoods being lost, and ultimately physical harm, and going ahead of everyone in the line that we're all standing in because of our beliefs, right? There was a person who from high school unfriended me on Facebook. That totally, you're right, no problem. I didn't say anything other than, you know, like support for Charlie Kirk. And I was told, okay, now I see what side you're on. There's no sides, honey. You know, I didn't even reply, didn't dignify it with comment, but I'm just going to let you know, in all actuality, this is way bigger than who's on what side or whatever. And the reason why I followed and still follow Charlie Kirk and what he has put out and everything, and the messages and things, is no, I don't agree with everything that he says. And if you agree with everything somebody says, you need to find another person to learn from, because you shouldn't agree with whatever everybody says. I don't agree with everything Charlie Kirk said, nor do I agree with everything that B. Tatum says, Candace Owens says, whatever, right? I don't. However, I do agree with logic, historical fact, things that you can look up in archives, not have an AI do it or whatever it is, and see in historical government documents, redacted or not, like what people are trying to say didn't happen or doesn't happen or whatever it is. That's why instead of looking at the media for things that happen with emergency services, check the public record for the police reports, you know, those handwritten notes, like whatever it is that they're filling out these forms, you know. Don't go by those things that make you, it's kind of like when you walk by, when you're standing in the checkout and you've got these magazines or whatever it is, they have these catchy things. Even with books, they have these beautiful displays or catchy whatever to say, hey, come buy me whatever. So it's clickbait, it's views, it's whatever, it doesn't matter. People who are in support of what occurred yesterday, think about that, okay? Think about if there was, like, say Whoopi Goldberg, right? She's super opinionated, great actress, very, very, very heavily opinionated, to the point where it gets her worked up, angry, and all this kind of stuff, right? And her ears close off to anything new. So think about if that was her instead of Charlie Kirk. Pretty sure everybody be in uproar about it. Pretty sure that on Facebook and all that, you wouldn't see emotionally intelligent and mature adults cheering for her demise, right? So if you're for that stuff, clearly you got a lot of growing to do. And it was just debate, right? The very thing that we teach our children, to stand up for what they believe in, and that we support our spouses and stuff and what they believe in, and we expect the support for what we believe in. Whether it doesn't matter what religion or no religion, whatever it is, you should be able to have a discussion on both sides. Nobody gets loud, yells, threatens, curses, nothing. These are opinions, right? And if you care to know more about where somebody is coming from, then listen, do your own research, right? Ask fact-finding questions. Don't turn to other news outlets, because a lot of places are just for views. Do the factual research for yourself, get into some archives, etc. But if we are silenced, then there is no change, right? If we're silenced, no matter what your beliefs are, we turn into countries that no one wants to live in, right? You know, I mean, like, come on, let's be real. I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to live in a place where I have to, oh, today is the day that we don't discuss this any longer. Oh, whoopsie, well, I slipped up and then now something bad's happening to me. Like, really? I'm going to tell you. And the memories that you have that come up on social media, like, oh, remember when, even with whatever it is you save your photos to or whatever, then and now or whatever, I guarantee you see some stuff that you're just like, whoa. And you're like, okay, delete that. You know, you get to look and see your growth over time, right? Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever. And if you are still taking those things from whether it's last year, 10 years, 15 years ago, and you're like, heck yeah, you know, you haven't grown. Okay. Because there's some stuff that comes up, right? It's the Cedric the Entertainer's mentality of, I wish a mother lover would, right? So he would say on like Kings of Comedy, he'd say something like, I wish a mother lover would be in my seat whenever like he goes to like a concert or like an event or whatever. And it's like, I don't, right? I would literally go to the ticket person and be like, hey, I want to go find my seat and these people are in it. Can you help me with this or whatever? I wouldn't approach the people myself. Like, I'm not trying to get into anything and have my 15 minutes of fame be for the absolute wrong reason. But I'm not going to raise my son to censor himself like that. Yes, he's going to censor himself as far as being polite and everything. But I don't want him to censor his beliefs unless they are just promoting just ridiculousness towards people. Like, yeah, let's go ruin this person's business because they don't believe in creator. What? That makes no sense, right? Or let's ruin this person's business because they don't believe that this person in the media did anything wrong. Like, should my livelihood, should my personal business or my husband's business, because he's associated with me, be ruined? How about our home? Should that be burned to the ground? Should I be with creator right now because of the way that I believe? No, right? Simple. It's simple as that, right? So, I really don't know what to say other than something always happens around 9/11, doesn't it? Do your research, man. Pretty sure Candace Owens is going to uncover this going back to not a deranged lunatic or whatever it was, but it's going to have some government ties. I guarantee you that. He was very, he had a huge following, still does, and people were talking about him running for president at some point, right? So if you see this giant movement sweeping through the nation, why not? You know, it's no skin off their backs, the people who order the fill in the blank, you know what I mean? And not trying to be weird about it. You can literally look up in the archives of our history, and you can look up just historical facts in general that you're even taught in school, from Lincoln, freeing the slaves, gone. JFK, RFK, gone. MLK, gone. Malcolm X, gone. Right? What's her face? Marilyn Monroe, fixing it out, everything, gone. And those have been, those files have been released. You can literally go look at them. Redacted or not, you've got to understand what the context is, right? And then President Trump tried to be gone multiple times. And then now, you know, Charlie Kirk. So you want healthy debate. You want people to be able to ask questions and not live in fear that they're going to get got because of it. It's Orwellian if you don't feel as though you can express yourself. I don't care who you are. Look around the room. Look at yourself in the mirror. Would your family members, would you be okay if your family members or a friend or whatever it was, a coworker, was gone based on beliefs? I mean, people even go so far as to call employers and say, hey, this person is a piece of garbage. You should fire them. This is why. And spread all this stuff because they don't like something somebody said. I did not go into the Marine Corps to make the world or even our country a place where people can get killed for not believing in something. For people getting killed over words or whatever. I'm sure the algorithm's going to get me because I just said the K word a couple times. But anyways, free speech, right? Right? Like, I don't know. Anyway, all right. And quit watching that filth that promotes all that stuff. TV shows, like, getting people because of them saying something. You know, it happens in real life every day, and it doesn't make the news all the time unless it fits a certain parameter. Anyway, done the go home day. And wado for watching. So we meet again. Love you, mean it. Good day, and thank you for watching. And by the way, I'm not changing my beliefs. Not at all. Might start carrying, open carry, but so you know, don't mess with me. But yeah, other than that, no, I'm not changing anything.